Hey guys, before we get into this video, I just want to put this here to let you know a couple of things. One, this month I was supposed to do an ObscureCember where I was going to do 3 videos all Christmas related. Unfortunately, that kind of backfired due to a number of reasons. Just life got busy, I pulled my back lifting a crock pot. I'm not joking, and that put me out of commission for like a week. And things just kind of got busy, and that's what led us to this. But you're still getting a Christmas video. I'm going to be looking at the Trailer Park Boys Christmas special, which you'll see momentarily. But just before we get to that, I just want to let you know on December 24th, at 11 p.m. Eastern / Toronto time, I am going to be doing a live stream where I watch nostalgic Christmas commercials. Yes, it's a nostalgic Christmas commercial watch party. We're going to be looking at the commercials probably from like the 80s to the 2000s. It's going to be a fun time. I can't wait. So go there then, and if you're seeing this afterwards, well, I hope you came and had fun. Anyway, enjoy the video.
Time for some fun and celebrating.
Little Lulu, little Lulu. Weather goes true, best of friends forever.
Why don't you mind your own f***ing business, pal?
Breakdown.
Why do I feel like I just did Christmas videos? Am I the only one who feels like the Christmas season came really fast this year? Like, it feels like I just packed away all the Christmas decorations and here I am getting the tree back up. This year has just flown by and overall, better than 2020, but still kind of meh. Anyways, let's end the year on a good note and look at some Christmas content. That's right, ObscureCember is back. So, to start out ObscureCember, we're going to be looking at something I wanted to look at last year, but I had no time for. Because, you know, if there's one thing I am great at, is keeping promises for future videos. The history of lost Dracula films is interesting, and I might return to it one day, as I didn't talk about all of it. However, next Halloween, I think I'm going to look at some lost Frankenstein films, and lost scenes from Frankenstein movies. So look for that next year. Anyways, today we're going to be looking at the Trailer Park Boys Christmas special. Let's just jump into it. So, the Trailer Park Boys is about the crazy antics that happen in Sunnyvale Trailer Park in Nova Scotia, Canada. The show has several characters, but it centers around a group of 3 friends who all grew up in the park together. The characters are Ricky, who is an angry moron with very little education that makes his money growing dope and breaking the law. He also has a kid named Trinity, who he had with his on-again, off-again girlfriend throughout most of the series, Lucy. There's also Julian, who is the scheme planner of the group. He is a muscular man who runs what he calls semi-legit businesses with help from Ricky and the other character we will talk about in a second, and he always has a rum and coke in his hand. Lastly, we got Bubbles. Bubbles is the more sensitive one of the group, who lives his entire life in the park as his parents abandoned him there. Something we actually get into more detail about in this special. He lives in Julian's shed and raises dozens of cats. He doesn't really like having to get involved in Julian's schemes, but does so anyways as Ricky and Julian are all he really has. Plus, he has to feed his kitties. With that out of the way, let's talk about what this video is supposed to be about. In 2004, a prequel special was made titled The Trailer Park Boys Christmas Special. This special takes place just before the events of the Trailer Park Boys series began. The special is about Christmas in the trailer park. Bubbles is seen periodically throughout the special looking at a gift. The gift in question is from both of his parents who abandoned him at the trailer park, as his father is on the run from the law. In all honesty, throughout the whole special, you feel really bad for Bubbles. Not just because of the whole thing with the present, but also because all Bubbles wants is to have a big Christmas bonfire with Julian and Ricky, and both of them aren't able to make time for him, and you see Bubbles a few times get right fed up with it.
No, actually, Ricky, no more cars. I'm out of here. I'll have a bonfire by myself.
What? Come on.
Now, why do both Julian and Ricky not have time for him? Well, Julian is spending Christmas scheming as always. This time he is stealing Christmas presents, Christmas lights, and Christmas trees and selling it all to the people in the park, and he manages to rope Ricky into it as he needs to get presents so his off-again, on-again girlfriend Lucy will get back together with him. Yeah, throughout the bulk of the series, they're like a more tolerable version of Ross and Rachel and Friends.
We were on the break! Oh my god, if you say that one more time, I'm gonna break up with you.
Now, while this is all going on, we also got some antics with the trailer park supervisor Jim Leahy and his wife Barb Leahy. Now this is before, and just before might I add, Jim becomes an alcoholic. So he's still together with his wife and not divorced like he is at the start of the series. We also get to see how the assistant trailer park supervisor Randy joins the picture. While he did live in the trailer park as a kid and even hung out with Julian and the gang, he quickly stopped associating with them after Ricky destroyed his microcars. After that, no one knew what happened to him until this special where Barb found him outside of a fast food joint prostituting. Yes, you heard that right, prostituting for cheeseburgers under his persona Smokey, a person he dons a couple of times during the series.
Man's gotta eat, Julian.
Anyways, Barb brings Randy back to her and Jim's trailer where it's revealed that Jim and Randy know each other. And by know each other, I mean slept with each other.
Oh my.
That's right, Jim was one of Randy's clients, let's say, and they end up together in the series.
Hey everybody, we're gay.
That's right, the Trailer Park Boys had a gay couple long before it became a common thing. Way to be progressive, Trailer Park Boys.
And there was much rejoicing.
Anyways, Randy finds out that Julian stole Christmas trees for everyone in the park, thanks to one of his lackeys, Trevor, babbling about it. So Randy tells Leahy, and Leahy calls the cops as he wants to get back at Ricky, as earlier in the special, Ricky ruins his drinking privileges. The cops raid the park, but leave due to Leahy having no evidence.
But in the future, I'm gonna make sure I have all my evidence in before I make the call. Never gonna make that same mistake again. Never.
Ah! He's full of shit!
This leads to Leahy heavily drinking and dressing up as the most white trash Santa Claus I've ever seen. I mean, his beard is a cut-up grocery bag, for God's sake. This makes Billy Bob Thornton and Bad Santa look classy.
Saying there's something wrong with my gear? Is that what you're saying to me?
I'm sorry, your gear? Willie.
My fuck stick.
This then leads to the end of the movie where Ray, Ricky's father, makes all the boys go to midnight mass at the church, where Ricky gives Lucy her present, which he thinks is a fur coat, but ends up being an arc welder, which causes Lucy to run off and say they are not getting back together. Ricky then makes a speech about how Christmas should not be about gifts, it should be about getting drunk and stoned with the people you love, and then runs off to have a bonfire with Bubbles, which leads to not only my favorite scene in the special, but one of my favorite moments in all of Trailer Park Boys, period. Julian and Ricky go to Bubbles' trailer for the bonfire, where they decide to burn all of Leahy's Christmas decorations to make that fire bigger. Bubbles almost burns the gift he's been looking at throughout the special, but Ricky tells him not to and explains what he learned in his own way. Basically, he shows that we are stronger together by showing that he can destroy a single smoke, but isn't able to destroy a handful of smokes. Bubbles then finally opens his present to reveal a bubble machine and a card, and I'm not going to lie, when Bubbles is reading the card with Ricky and Julian by his side, it is extremely heartfelt, and normally I get a little misty-eyed watching this scene, but this time around, for whatever reason, it hit me harder, and I actually choked up a little bit. The whole scene is one of my favorites in the show for one main reason. It captures to me what Christmas and the holiday season in general should all be about. It shouldn't be about all this fucking commercialism and stressing out over buying presents. It should be about being with people you love, your family. And one of the things I have learned in this world is that family doesn't always mean blood. Personally, I consider my closest friends family. I am thankful to have friends who have been there for me through thick and thin. They have seen me at some of my darkest moments and stood by me. Christmas should be about spending time with people like that. After a long year of all sorts of things, we should be able to just take a breath and look around at what matters most at the end of the day. The people around us. The people who are still here after yet another year, and spending time with them doesn't have to be a big thing if you don't want it to be. You don't need to spend tons of money on gifts if you don't want to. It can be as simple as having a meal with everyone, or even just having a couple of drinks in your buddy's garage. Christmas doesn't have to be this big, crazy, stressful thing, and it really shouldn't be. It's a shame how commercialized this holiday has become. If there is one thing we can take away from this special, is make time for the people you love while you still got them. Don't focus on the shitty commercials and parts of the holiday. Use it as a time for reflection, and a time for being together with the most important people in your life. Yeah, that sounds like a good Christmas to me. If you still don't understand what I am talking about, then give this special a watch. While cheesy, it is honestly a solid holiday special, and one with a very good message. I'm gonna make this special a yearly tradition to watch, and so should you.